So it can be legally whatever it wants to be. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what's legal. I don't give a fuck what's illegal. It means nothing to me. That's all. I'm just saying. I'm being honest with you. It means nothing. I don't care about it at all. I'm going to make this a segment too. Because again, the law can be look at what's happening in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is abolishing Roe v. Wade. How did that happen? I thought it was that it was a constitutional right to abortion. What? What? No. There is no constitution. There is no rights. There are no rights, I should say. There is no law. Law doesn't exist. Fuck the law. Fuck you. Right? The only thing that matters is when you let grown adults wear a giant Klan robe that they painted black. No relation. They took their Klan robes, they painted them black. All right, cool. And they get, oh, justice! Oh, Justice Breyer! Justice Sotomayor! Justice Kavanaugh! Justice Barrett! Oi! I'm a justice! Yes, I am! Yo, those are clowns. Like 1,000 years ago, those would be the town fools. They're running around in blankets and sheets, acting like they're, I do declare that the grand law of the land. What? I'm sorry. That's mental illness, is what that is. That's mental illness. They walk around in blankets and sheets and then pound a mallet and say that people can't get abortions. That's mental illness. I'm sorry. Like, and anyone who thinks that that means anything also is involved in the same mental illness. Y'all are in your own world. There's Catherine, my argument is that there is no such thing as settled law. There is no such thing. The law changes all the time. The laws don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. Look at, like, taxes. Look at the corporate tax rate versus the effective tax rate. Oh, when they get all the loopholes. Look at just wage theft. That's against the law. Wage theft is against the fucking law. But they do it anyway. Why? Because enforcement is the only thing that matters. And when no one enforces anything, guess what? You can steal, right? And then look at it this way, right? Corporations can steal $100,000, just to keep it easy, dollars worth of wages from their employees. Okay. Do that over 5 years. You get caught. Well, you gotta pay a fine. Yes, you do. Well, you used, right? Over 5 years, you used that $500,000 to invest in something, and you tripled your money. Because that's how the stock market works. That's all this shit. They take their money, right? And then they triple it, quadruple it over the course of, like, years or whatever, right? And then you pay, what is that, $50,000 fine? Maybe some legal fees, some court fees. So not only did you triple your money in that time because you got the money sooner and you can spend it and invest it sooner, but then the fines are not even as much as the wage theft. And then also, you see workers get their money back more often than not? No. Sometimes they do, but more often than not, no. Why? The law doesn't matter. There is no law. You do realize the Supreme Court just made up judicial review. Yeah, they made up everything. The idea that there's not... Oh, the 9 justices. Yes, we're the... Huh? What? 9? Like, why is that number so special? Look at what's going on in the Senate with the filibuster. What's the filibuster? Oh. The fuck's... What? Filibuster? Who's Phil? What? What's the fuck? Who's Phil? Can we get Phil on the phone? Yeah, we can stop them. What we need is a good amount of people to realize it's all made up. It's all made up. Money, fake. Presidents, fake. Constitution, fake. Like, again, look at the Senate. What? They're a senator. What's a senator? Huh? They walk around, oh yes! It's the senator! I'm the senator! That's mental illness. Like, this guy thinks that he's important. He's mentally ill. He should be in a home somewhere. Oh, look at me with my bed sheets on. I'm a justice. I'm a justice. Call me justice. Yes, I'm a justice. Huh? Oh, look at me. I'm the president. I'm the president. Look, the president. Oi, oi. I mean, look at JFK. He was LARPing around as the president. He fucked around a little bit. He's like, I don't know about this whole Vietnam thing. Dead. Why? Because the president doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who the president is. He has no power. No one has power. We're all just make-believe. We're all just fucking around. Everyone's just fucking around. No one gives a shit. And the society is going to crumble. Society is fucking crumbling. It is going to be 2022. The year of our goddamn Lord, 2022. And abortion is illegal. And then people go, well, but it's the red states. It's the red states. And so, and if you don't like it, you can leave and go to a states' rights. States' rights. Wow, states' rights. You know how those red states are red? Cheating. Cheating. You know the laws, the election laws on the books in these red states? You know when they were passed? During Jim Crow. Think about that. Okay, so red states. Oh, but the red states. You know, it's just the way they are down there. It's the red state. Okay, so black people can't vote for 100 years in these states. And then all of a sudden black people can vote. But during those 100 years, they gerrymandered the districts. They changed all the rules. They made all this, that, carry the three, that, boom, 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 boom. And then you have like societal, cultural disenfranchisement, right? All that stuff. People don't care about voting. And then if they vote, their vote doesn't mean anything because the fucking rules were manipulated while black people couldn't vote. You know the majorities in a lot of these red states, these so-called the Deep South, a lot of the people that live in the Deep South are black. Right? You know, and so, but they couldn't vote for 100 years. And then so all these rich white plantation owning children, the children of plantation owners, were like, all right, well, they might eventually win the right to vote. So let's set things up so that they can't vote effectively, or their votes don't mean anything, or we set up gerrymandered districts, or we set up the rules for gerrymandering or districts in general, and then we cap the House, and then we do this, and then we carry the 4, and boom. Deep South. You don't like it, just leave. How do you leave? What money do you come up with to move out of the fucking Deep South? You know what the minimum wage is in these fucking states? It's $7.25 an hour, right? A lot of states have a higher minimum wage than the federal minimum wage. Not here. Not here, motherfucker. I'm living in North Carolina. What's the North Carolina minimum wage, huh? You want to know? $7.25 an hour, motherfucker. Have fun moving across the country on $7.25 an hour. That's a good idea. This country is fucking dumb. This country is fucking stupid. And why is this happening? Because people just don't care enough. They let the white grandchildren of plantation owners walk around. Oh, that's the governor. Hello, governor. You do the governor? What the fuck is a governor, bro? This guy just cut your health care. This guy just fucking slashed your fucking food budget. This guy just fucking raised prices on insulin. Oh, he's the governor. Huh? The fuck is a governor, man? What is that? It's the state senator. Yes, that's right. He's the state senator. He's an assemblyman. No, he's mentally ill. He's going around town pretending like he's a big shot. And y'all are just going like, okay. What the fuck? Like, do you realize how stupid this shit is? Like, do you realize, right? None of it is real. There is no law. There is no order. There's nothing. We're all just fucking chemical, like, reactions, right? People are watching the stream. They're going to have a chemical reaction afterward, right? But you were predetermined to watch the stream. Your entire life up until this moment led you to this, right? And then this information, right, that I'm giving, my entire life led up to this. And then you're going to have a takeaway. And is that takeaway going to overthrow capitalism? Probably fucking not, because we need a lot of people to do so. And so the whole point of government as it exists in this country, what is government? It's a convening of people. It's not like government should be seen like janitorial duty. Like, oh, I gotta fucking govern. Fuck. You know how people view jury duty? Ugh, god damn it. I gotta go to jury. That's what governing should be like. The president should be like, oh my god. Why am I even doing this? Government shouldn't be, I've got power over you. Government should be, all right, you want us to do this? Fuck. All right. And they draft up the paperwork. And they fucking make sure that shit works. Right? We should have referendum laws. Like, how are we living in a country where 80% of Americans want, like, some form of universal health care? Right? And we just don't have it. What? Okay. So 80% of the country wants socialized medicine. Okay, 70% of the country wants to legalize marijuana. And guess what? Someone just got sentenced to, 6 months in prison for marijuana possession in North Carolina. 70% of the country wants to legalize marijuana. Someone is in jail right now for possessing like a blunt. Smoking a blunt on the way home from work. In jail in a country where 70% of the people that live there don't want that to happen. But is 70% of the country going to collectively realize, wait a second, why is that judge sentencing that person to jail? They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything fucking wrong. They were smoking a blunt on the way home from work. Who cares? God damn. They work retail, motherfucker. It's Black Friday. Jesus Christ. Let someone chill. Nope. In jail. Why? Because 70% of motherfuckers don't care. They don't give a shit. They don't fucking care. They're not in jail, so they don't fucking care at all. These motherfuckers don't care whatsoever. They can say, man, I support smoking weed, man. It should be legal. They haven't been caught, so they're not going to do jack fucking shit about it. They're not going to do jack fucking shit about it. So, I don't know. I don't think government is real. I don't think any of this is real. I think it's all fake. I mean, we can even talk about, like, the systemic levels of consciousness and what is real and what's not real. And, like, is anything that we're experiencing real? Is this all just a dream? Are we in a coma right now? It's all possible. Right? But, I mean, I'm telling you what I know as a fact. Is if you see someone walking around the street with a bed sheet on and they're calling themselves a justice, I don't know. There's a problem there. If someone is waltzing around town wearing a fucking Santa costume, ho ho ho, abortion's illegal, ho ho ho. Why would anyone pay attention to that? Oh, but he's the senator, he's the justice, he's a judge, Your Honor. Your Honor? Your Honor. They force you to call judges Your Honor. Like, what happens if you go to court and your judge is like, Philip Fuckface? And you're going up there, you lean onto, how they give you a podium? You put your elbow on there. It's like, all right. And you put your hand up there and you're like, yo, Philip, this motherfucker doesn't know what's going on. You're not allowed to do that. Why? He's Your Honor. My honor? What? My honor? Well, it's my honor to be here speaking to you all now. I'm glad that I have an audience. That's my honor. Your honor? Like, what? What? Like, have y'all ever been to court? Because I had this court case over the protest shit this summer. And so I was in and out of the court system probably like 5 or 6 times. I had to be in the courtroom and just wait there all day and watch what they do. You know what happens if you don't show up for court in North Carolina and Pasco-St. County? You won't believe this, but check it out. Okay. So, a sheriff's deputy, right, is in the courtroom. And if you're not there, right, when they call out a list of names, right, as like a check-in thing, and if you're not there, the judge looks at the sheriff deputy and says, call them out. And what does the sheriff deputy say? You won't believe this. Oh, yes! I'm not even joking. This is not a joke. And I wish I could record it, but cameras are banned in courtrooms. Okay. They say, and I'm not joking, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Insert name here. You are by forth here declared, like, demanded by court order to be here on this day. If you don't show up, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. They literally say that. They literally, I had to listen. When you're sitting in court, people don't show up. It happens all the time. So you have to listen to this balding, fat fuck in the front of the courtroom saying, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, doing a little song and dance. I literally, when I heard it the first time, I started laughing in the courtroom. I'm not joking. I started laughing. I thought it was a joke. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. You are hereby declared to be... And everyone in the courtroom is just like, this is normal. Yep. Yep. Like, I can show up on stage at a coffee shop and go, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. And people are going to laugh at me because I'm a fucking moron. You go to a courtroom, all of a sudden, you're Billy Badass. You're the coolest kid in class. What? What? Like, think about this. What the fuck? Y'all gotta stop fighting amongst each other. I got news for you, and this is for Catherine, and please don't get mad at me. Nothing will come out of this chat room that's gonna save the world. It's just not gonna happen. Like, now, if you want to aspire to save the world, I do too, and I'm down to, like, you know, do shit offline. But it's like, I mean, this chat's not going to save the world. I'm just saying. And I have no expectation that that's going to happen. I would like it. I would love if every one of my viewers would, like, lead an army to, like, save the world. That would be cool. Not going to happen. They can do these hearings on Zoom, but choose not to. Yeah. Isn't that another thing? You want to know why? You want to know why? It's about control. Even though you have to risk getting COVID to sit in a fucking courtroom all day, this is about control. They want you to waste your fucking time. They want you to waste your fucking time listening to some fat fuck balding goofball dance around and juggle in the front of the room. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, you're hereby declared. You have to waste your time watching this circus act while some stupid fuckface guy wearing a bed sheet is like, jail for 6 months, marijuana possession. Jail, 6 months, marijuana possession. That's what I was doing in court. I was sitting there listening to a fucking goofball, balding prick. And guess what? They all have guns. You love that, right? They all have fucking guns. So this dancing buffoon has a gun strapped to his fucking waistband. Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, you're hereby declared! While the guy in the bedsheet is sending people to prison for fucking marijuana possession. And I have to sit there and waste my time. I couldn't do a show that day because I was in court for fucking 8 hours listening to that. Listening to that. A literal fucking circus show. What the fuck? So, okay, again. Some guy in a bedsheet sentences people to 6 months in prison for marijuana. Someone's smoking a blunt while walking home. 6 months in prison because the guy in the bedsheet said so. This guy in the bedsheet, like, this one time, the judge here, the guy in the bedsheet was dealing with someone who was in court and they were homeless, and they said that they were homeless and they needed to have their case continued so that they could find a place to stay and so that they could get a lawyer. Right? And the guy in the bedsheet said, no, you should have put your court date on the fridge so you wouldn't forget. Because they showed up late or some shit. And so because you showed up late, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. The guy in the bedsheet listened to a homeless person say that they need a place to stay so that they can deal with this court case. The guy in the bedsheet said, put your fucking mail on the fridge. What fridge, motherfucker? What fridge, Mr. Bedsheet? What? Guy was found guilty. He has a place to stay now. It's fucked up. But the guy in the bedsheet said so. The guy wearing the clown costume said so. So fuck it. We got to do it. Like, have y'all ever been to court? I'm asking this like as a poll. In fact, I'm gonna do an actual poll here because I'm curious. Have y'all ever been to court? It's a one hell of an experience, and you can just go to court. By the way, you don't have to have a court case. You can it's a public courtroom, right? So you can just go and watch. I suggest, put your mask on, get your gas mask, whatever it is. Go to court and watch. I'm not even joking. It will change your life. If you go to court and watch, that will literally permanently change your view of politics in this world. I'm telling you right now. And you can do it for free. Find out whenever your court proceedings are and wherever county you're at. I'm not even joking. On a day off where you have nothing to do, go to court for a couple hours and watch how that shit works. But don't wear a hat. Yeah, that's right. When I went to court for the first time, some 80-year-old goofball who couldn't read my name off of a spreadsheet with a gun strapped to his fucking waistband told me to take my hat off. You can't have a hat in the courtroom. You can have guns. You can walk around with guns. The cops can. You can wear a bed sheet. But you can't have a hat on. When am I updating my wiki feed? That's up to you. If you want to update it right now, I'll give you a sample. Let me make sure my feet are a little messy. I was cleaning, and I got a little. I'm not gonna give you a sample. I gotta wash my feet off. This foot's not looking so bad. If you want a sample, there you go. Sample. Boom. Post that on there. But yeah, I would highly suggest everyone listening to me who has never been inside of a courtroom, go to a courtroom. It's free. You don't need to pre-sign up or anything. You just walk in, say that you're there to observe, and just see what shit goes down. Especially if you live in the South. If you live in a county where marijuana is illegal, I guarantee you will deal with someone going to prison for a long time because they smoked weed. I'm telling y'all. And they the lawyers, and they explain their case. Someone got sentenced to 6 months in prison for having half a gram of marijuana. They were pulled over and they had half a gram of marijuana in their pocket. Half a gram. Sentenced to prison. Another great Carlin bit, the religious obsession with hats. It's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. Daniel, I feel it, man. If you don't need it, then you don't need it. But I would highly recommend people that have never been inside of a courtroom to go just to observe. Half a gram of weed. And it's not like you're high. Right? You bought weed and you're driving home to the comfort of your own home so that you can smoke weed and jerk off and go to sleep. Wow. Got to throw you in prison because you wanted to go home, smoke weed, and jerk off. We're going to steal 6 months or a year of your life We're going to steal it. You will never, ever get your 27th year on this earth. You will never get it back, ever, because you wanted to go home, smoke a joint, and jerk off and go to sleep. Sorry. That's too radical. What the fuck? So fuck the law. Fuck you. Fuck this country. Fuck the guy with the bedsheet. Fuck the clown with the gun saying, oh yes, oh yes. Fuck all of this. Fuck the justice. Fuck the senator. Fuck everything. This country fucking sucks. It's all made up. It's all fake. And the more you fucking realize that, the faster you get to that conclusion. Hey, then you just know what's going on. Now, I can't present to you a solution. I don't know how to stop this. I don't know how to save the world. If I did, I wouldn't be doing this stupid shit. But my goal is to have as many people as I can realize how fucking dumb all of this is. 80% of Americans have had their dicks cut off. 80% of those with dicks get them cut off. 95% of Americans they just don't know how to eat vegetables. They just don't know. Every day, every meal of every day for 95% of Americans is dessert. Fried food, fast food, processed food. Bread, carbs. It's dessert. Every meal of every day for 95% of Americans is dessert. The fuck? 70% of Americans believe in angels. They believe angels are watching over them. Kids are getting shot in the streets. And there's motherfuckers walking downtown thinking, yep, angels, they're watching over me. Why weren't they watching over the kid? No one was trying to shoot you while you're just walking downtown going on a shopping spree. Angels don't need to be watching you. They should be watching that kid who just got gunned down. But they weren't. Because they're not watching. Because they're not real. Because you're a fucking idiot. 70% of Americans believe in angels. The fuck? What? And 30% of Americans believe that the election was stolen, the 2020 election, but only the presidential one. All the congressional elections, those were great. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she won. What did she win? Her election. When was that election? In 2020? But whatever. The Michigan shooter's parents have been charged. That's fucking good. And yet, so, okay, think about this. 70% of Americans believe in angels. They believe that angels are watching them and everyone, and that Jesus Christ is watching you jerk off, and that he died, and then he came back, all that dumbass bullshit. 70%. But they will turn around and laugh at people that believe in UFOs and aliens. People that believe that the earth is flat. Like, you ever hear a religious nutbag say, oh, you a flat earther? Are you? Are you, motherfucker? Are you a flat earther? Because you sound like it. People in Iceland and North Canada claim elves. Elves. There's elves, there's angels, there's leprechauns. They're running around town. Where are they? Can't see them. But you hear that crazy guy who believes in aliens? That guy's crazy. That guy is fucking crazy. Now let's go to church.